The heroes return to Otari to restock, rest, and recuperate. After many days and nights, battles and surprises, and precariously close calls, some time to reflect and reestablish resolve was surely necessary. The heroes returned to the vaults, ready to face more of the unknown, and found me in my library yet more full of visitors. The Caligny factions had rejoined under the leadership of Galudu and arrived seeking safe haven. I had not been surrounded by so many living creatures in so very long, and they proved to be quite helpful in our research. It seemed to me they existed without purpose beyond survival for so long that they were eager to put themselves to use. The heroes paid a quick visit to Eldaris and received an update from the drow there. With approval to move on the Urdafon camps received, Korra would still need to wait for reinforcements before acting, pushing the potential assault at least a few days more. Setting back out into the wild hunting grounds while retracing their steps to where they last left off, the heroes resolved to re-enter the Gargateth's lair, seeking to slay it and not leave it at their backs.
It's 2005.
Oh, God, I graduated.
Where were you? What were you doing? Give me a sweet, sweet story from 2005. Scott, I know you got something. Scott's doing the math, trying to figure out how old he was.
I'm doing the same thing.
He know
Minus 20. Minus 20, guys. Just minus 20.
It's good call.
Okay.
Minus 20 from your current age.
2005. I'd graduated high school. I was taking the University Bridge program at Camosun College. I was currently trying to get into business, but was quickly realizing how much math that included, and was very quickly determining, depending on what semester it was, that that was not for me. I was working at Safeway as a dairy department manager, and I was frequenting the nightclub Plan B.
What a name. What a name for a show.
All right.
That is such a terrible name. Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
that is icky. That's what that is.
It was still open 10 years ago when I moved here. I don't know if it's still open now.
You sick freak.
You moved here 10 years ago?
Yep, that's right. That was me living my best life in Victoria.
Amazing. So quick question, Scott. You were born in 1986. 6. Okay. So what year did you have to repeat?
I was also born in 1986 and graduated in 2005. Do math, Freeman.
No, I graduated in 2004.
Yeah, I was born in 1987 and I graduated in 2005. So that's why I'm asking.
Oh, so we didn't have grade 13, Freeman.
There's a grade 13?
Yeah. Was there not out? Oh, is that just an Ontario thing?
Yeah, it's just an Ontario thing.
Oh.
Is that for real?
Yeah.
Never heard of grade 13.
They've got it, and there's like cégeps in Quebec.
Oh, damn.
Now, I graduated in 2004. I don't know what part of the story was lost there, but so I didn't. Now, it's funny you say that, though, because I never failed a grade. But when I was 4 years old, they started a program where they were thinking about starting kids in kindergarten at 4 years old instead of 5 years old. So I went to kindergarten at age 4, and then my parents decided that they wanted me to go at the regular pace. So I did kindergarten twice.
They knew at
Just
age
love
4
to
you needed a
play.
little more time.
I needed a little more time.
We need to let this guy cook. We need to let this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let him incubate a little bit longer.
You know what? I am truly happy that I did that, because it sucked for the guys that were like, I have friends that were older who did, so were the same age as me, but went into the older grade. And then when everyone was getting their driver's licenses, they were younger. Everyone started drinking, and it was all their friend groups or that in that grade, they couldn't drink. So it was just like,
Oh, yeah.
everything was a step back for them. So I was happy
They were
where I
ahead
was
behind. Yeah.
as an idiot.
Oh, it's like Ernest goes to camp. Buddy does kindergarten twice.
And then Buddy had to do Math 11 3 times. So that was fun.
Hey.
Unrelated.
Cam, 2005.
I graduated high school because my birthday's November 15th, so I could not start before then.
Yeah.
And I was in community college, making my life in the future harder by doing very poorly because I basically had this amicable God words. Hang on. It was basically just I could not live with my parents anymore because they we're not going to go down that way. Anyways, I was screwing up my life. That's all you need to know. I was absolutely screwing up my life at every step that I possibly could for later on. So I like tanked my GPA. I've had to retake a bunch of classes to like do all the stuff I'm trying to do now. 2005, just bad year. Yeah. Thanks for bringing it up.
Thank goodness you course corrected by trying to make it on a Pathfinder 2nd Edition actual play podcast.
Yes, I have no other plans. I am all in on this.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah,
Yeah, I think we all kind of screwed up, and that's why
also
we're
a
here.
bad year for Cam. We're starting off strong.
One of these years is going to be mine.
Oh, sweet Lord. Dunk?
Oh, 2005. Bad year. Bad year.
Also
No,
a
I
bad
was
year. Oh,
like,
no.
I was 15. It would have been 10th grade, so like unable to drive, but still wanted to smoke a lot of pot and hang out with my friends all the time. So yeah, I was living in a boring as fuck suburb with, some similarly unambitious kids around, and just probably being full of angst. I think I had like one of those spiky bracelets that was the style at the time.
Oh, yeah.
I was listening to the Ladder System of a Down albums.
I was going to
and-
say, what was top of your album list at the time?
Yeah, it was that. I think this was like when I was just starting to get into shit like Children of Bodom and In Flames, and
That was
like
those
all
were-
my other friend groups were getting into like some gangster rap shit that I just wasn't feeling. So I was the one metalhead in the hacky sack circle when we were all skipping school. Yeah, and that's why I wound up on the actual play podcast.
2005 was a good year for metal.
It was all a precursor to this, yeah.
2005 was also a good year for hip hop. It was around the time when the game was first started blowing up, and
Yep.
that did not leave my car CD player for a long time.
James, 2005.
Probably Shadow Zone by Static X, if I had to guess.
Ooh. Static X.
It's also possible that... Oh, no. 2005 would have been my first concert. I would have seen Nightwish's Century Child tour.
No way.
Yeah, that would have been that year.
There's a positive spin. Nice. Very good. I picked 2005 randomly, well, sort of randomly. It is the year that I graduated high school, so I just was like, I'll just go with that and see how random it is for everyone. I'm sorry, it was not the most delightful experience for everybody.
Whoa. Mine was great.
Mine was also great. I mean, it was fine. It was better than the year before.
To be fair, it's high school era. It's high school or graduation era for this whole group, which means it's bound to not be the best time of our lives. High school is not fun for anyone. I definitely had some positive experiences. There's just no way it was like, nothing but. So I get, and then getting into early adulthood and trying to like figure out your life with like, however few or many support measures we might have. But yeah, 2005. I mean, I graduated high school. I'll give you an interesting story to cap it off, just for fun. I think it was November 2004, I was able to go to New York City. It's the only time I've ever been, with a huge school trip, and we went to see Beauty and the Beast live on Broadway in New York. And it was one of the coolest things I've ever seen in my life. And we were doing Beauty and the Beast as our school musical that following spring. So in 2005, I played Maurice Bell's father in our high school musical. And it was a very significant event in my hometown because that year the teachers went on what's called Work to Rule, which was it's not a strike, but they do absolutely no extracurricular activities. Several of the teachers broke their rules, they basically disobeyed the union rules and still helped us put on the musical. However, they marketed it as the parents of the students of the high school as them being the reason why the production went forward. And because they were on Work to Rule, we were not allowed to do it in our school auditorium. So we got to, I think mostly for free or as a charitable offer, the local professional theater called the Imperial Theater put us on. So we got to work in a professional theater with professional equipment, with professional lighting designers, and just for a high school musical. And it was such a significant event that people were coming from all over the province just to see us put on 3 shows. And the theater director of St. Thomas University in Fredericton, New Brunswick, made particular note of my performance. And I've never felt more proud.
Hell yeah, dude. That's fucking sick.
It's a really cool time for my life as a teenager. It was really neat.
Quick follow-up question for you, Freeman. How mad were you that you didn't get Gaston due to your love of eggs?
No, actually, I didn't want Gaston. I wanted Lumiere, and I didn't get it. I was actually extremely disappointed, to the point where there was a girl at the school who got the lead every time from grade 9 through 12 because she had an amazing voice. And I remember confessing to her and like literally breaking down and weeping at how disappointed I was. And then she told me, when I calmed down, she told me, think of everyone else in the cast. Who do you think could play Maurice? And I literally was like, I don't think anyone would be typecast for that. She's like, you weren't typecast. You were just the best option. Everyone else is typecast. And then it made me feel a bit better, but I was still disappointed. But when I got special recognition from this theater director at a university, it made it all like really feel a lot better. So I'm glad you asked. And 2 of my best friends, two of my best friends at the time actually did play Gaston and LeFou. It was really, really fun. It was a great experience. I have no segue.
Speaking of giving the performance of your life, how about that fight last time, huh?
Oh, about that fight. There you go. That's not too bad at all.
I wonder where that Gogateth was in 2005. Am I right?
Judging by the Absalon reckoning calendar, I don't think it was alive. It was yet to be gestated into the weird creature that it once was. But hey, this is not the first time you have repeatedly gone back to fight a creature. This time, just to protect your backs. The one I recall before was the wood golem, because you wanted to see if there was information in the library that it was guarding. What else? There was another one somewhere.
The void glutton.
Void glutton. We went back.
And it wasn't
void
there.
glutton? Oh no, the Urna curse. The Urna curse was one. But yeah, this one was risky to say the least, but you pulled it off. It was awesome. A lot of swingy dice rolls there, but so cool. But now in the hunting grounds with your back, as protected as you can guarantee, what do you all do?
Heal up first.
Yeah, we spend 30 minutes to heal up.
Okay.
Everyone's full. And then, well, that could have gone better, but I think we did the best we could manage. Nirkaj, perhaps I appreciate the eagerness and the courageousness, but let us perhaps approach big, frightening foes as a group rather than individual heroics, okay?
Well, we'll try it your way next time and see how it goes.
Yes, and if it goes poorly, feel free to, correct me as well. That's part of being a team is communication and, sharing constructive criticism.
It sounds a lot like something Lump would say. And I appreciate that.
Well, I am willing to bet that I probably have adventured longer than Lump was alive. No?
I doubt it.
Oh.
Perhaps as their incarnation as Lump, but they had a life prior. Who knows how long ago that began.
I see. Well, with experience, you learn that most foes require a more united front, so to speak, than individual heroics. But hey, good job, everyone. We won.
We sure did. And you should all be
The
proud of
injection of
yourselves for taking
positivity.
down this beast.
It will feel safer moving forward at the very least. Can
Yes.
we search the den?
You've already searched this room, but when it wasn't here, there is nothing. I'll save you that roll.
Maybe it caught something cool.
That's a negative.
Like a cold.
And just in the spirit of knowing Harold's deity Skode now, there's nothing of use in that weird creature's body.
I figured.
There is no waste. Just leaving it there. Okay, so what do you want to do? You go back to the original plan now we talked about before, where you're going to head through the tunnels and try and find your way to the lake.
Yep. Looking for that lens.
Can you remind me what happened on this island? Did we killed everything and there was nothing? We searched and there was nothing, right?
Correct, yeah.
Yeah, that was the garbage monsters.
The Ophalf, yeah.
Yeah, the trash compactors.
All right. So yeah, if you make your way through the tunnels and past your little hidey hole sanctuary that you found, past those mushrooms, you get as far west through these tunnels as you can. Start heading south, and yeah, sure enough, your instincts were correct. You have come through to the northern side of the lake. And by instincts, I mean you did kind of see that tunnel entrance from the island of the Ophalf, but yeah, you step on out, get a better view of the lake from this side. You could see some massive sort of natural stone pillars that go up to the ceiling in the middle of the lake. There is another tunnel immediately to the west, a little bit south from where you're at, and it heads kind of northwest. And you can now more clearly see there is a building built into the stone with a little platform, like only what looks like maybe just only a few inches above the water surface, and so it's like a walkway around the building carved into the stone here.
Like kind of a dock?
Yeah, not quite a dock because it doesn't have like an outcropping specifically
okay.
to park a boat. But you could definitely bring a boat up next to its edge and hop out.
So kind of like a patio dock.
It's like a dock.
Yeah, it's like almost like a catwalk in a way.
Interesting.
Ooh.
Yeah, around the edge of the building.
On the catwalk.
But you can continue along the water's edge here and continue south, and you can make your way to there was these growths of like glowing green crystals that give off this hum amongst the cavern. You could make your way down towards them, which would bring you north of the Erdefon encampment. on the western side of the lake.
Can I roll you a mining lore or nature lore to try to identify the crystals and see if they have any sort of purpose beyond bioluminescence?
Sure. Yeah.
Which would you like?
What was it? Mining lore or what?
Nature or mining lore?
Whatever you prefer.
All right, nature it is, druid. Rolled a 4 for a 24.
Yeah. They're certainly natural. There's a combination of green crystals and like kind of and a very grayish stone. Nothing of particular value, which is probably why this has been left to grow so naturally over a very long time. These there is no particular name that I have here in the adventure for these crystals, but I will say that you know they are known for creating like a resonant hum when any vibration kind of comes through them, but not in any dangerous fashion.
Interesting. Okay.
Harold attempted an esoteric lore and shit the bed. So carry on.
Okay.
Those are mutually exclusive statements?
Yes.
Yes.
So,
Ruff will take the detect magic action.
Okay.
Beryl will raise her shield. And okay, do we head down this next pathway or do we want to try to swim across to the island now?
Harold, real quick, just takes a knee and is just examining the beach to see if there's any footprints or signs of coming and going or anything that would just give him an idea of what's happening in this area. And that's a 21.
Yeah, you don't see any evidence along this particular area of much of any traffic.
So he stands up from taking that knee and he turns to Beryl. I don't see anything coming or going, but I guess we should be wary. I'm thinking we check out this path here.
I agree.
And he avoids notice.
Okay. So you head down the other tunneling path, and as you carefully go through, it starts to slope steeply downward as you go. And as you follow this steep slope, about 80 feet or so, it comes to maybe someone like stops their tracks or an arm goes out to stop someone because it suddenly drops off, a sheer drop down that goes probably 300 feet. And anyone who could see, you know, in the dark, that distance, is it Beryl? Do you have greater dark
I have
vision?
greater
Yeah.
dark vision, so
You can see that there are some natural passages at the bottom of this drop that kind of branch out, but suffice it to say, this is beyond the scope of the adventure, and it leads into the Darklands.
okay, just a quick jaunt. I have a lot of rope. We're gonna go this way.
Oh,
No.
here we go.
Get prepping.
Let's
All
do
right,
it.
we're going home, brew. There are some really, really dangerous creatures in the Darklands, my
No,
friends.
I'm not. Beryl recognizes it. You see a shiver go through her body. And she's like, okay, we go the other way.
That one's filled with Grickatogs. There's your throwback.
Literally hundreds.
We attack Belcora from the below.
Oh, she will never see it coming. It's been a while since I've mined a tunnel.
All right, well, it's worth a look. Let's head on south.
Right, heading south.
What's the condition of this water? Is it like fetid or fresh or anything
It's
like
not
that?
fetid like the swamp above. But it's certainly not fresh. You know, it is murky water, but it doesn't have like an eerie kind of mist and or like fetid smell to it.
And does Ruff detect any magic moving along this beach to the south towards the yonder crystals?
You do not.
I do not detect any sign of the lens yet.
Okay. It seems like it is time to get wet, as it were.
So as you head south, do you want to venture into the crystal kind of passage, or are you just going to stop at the entrance to that passage?
Stop at the entrance, and I think Harold is going to try to... I already rolled one esoteric lore, but I want to roll on it again, so feel free to take whatever negatives to that. 29.
And what are you rolling for?
To know about these crystals, if there was anything that Beryl may not have picked up on.
No, nothing.
Ruff will just touch one, see what happens.
Yeah, there's like a natural response, like a thrum from the contact, and even minor vibrations seem to set them off a bit, but nothing. Actually, I'll give you a little more. You touch it and it thrums, and then it has like a chain reaction of thrums. Very slowly, very light through. You can kind of sense that it kind of goes through the whole area. But it's actually quite pleasant.
Beryl will dip one of her feet into the water. Oh, it's very cold. And then just smile.
Can you feel it?
No. She was just trying to be funny.
And then everyone roll me a perception check.
Yeah, this is kind of what I was waiting for.
23.
27.
17.
Oh, those are all really good numbers, guys. I got a 38. Natural 20.
Barrel's got a natural 20. As Ruff admires the thrumming, like the chain of vibration that goes down the crystals, and then
Oh no, Ruff is doing this poignantly. He's looking down the hallway to see what happens.
Yeah.
This was the plan
sure.
to try
Okay.
and get it to resonate and
Yeah.
and flush anything down that hallway out.
and like you're focusing down the hallway, but Beryl, you hear from like around across the water a warbling sound.
Not a thrum and a warble.
Do you hear that? It's like a warbling sound. Does it sound like? Is it like a high pitched, low pitched warble? Like what? Give me a warble, Freeman. Give me a warble.
It's a
It's a very goofy warbling sound. It's very goofy. I don't take it
like a
seriously at all. There may be fowl. There may be poultry on the other side.
You're crazy. You're crazy,
I'm a
Beryl.
bit-
I don't hear anything.
roll me nature
I'm a
check,
bit
Beryl.
peckish. Bird jokes.
Love bird jokes.
Oh my god, I cannot roll above a fucking 4 on my nature checks. Oh wait, I have a hero point. You know what? 31.
Okay. Good hero point. Not only do you think this is avian, you're pretty sure it's something called a Cthulhu, which is a large flightless bird which is deceptively agile. No joke to mess with.
It's got avian bones.
It probably has a nest. It's got hollow bones. No. It probably has a nest down there somewhere, and you would guess that the nest is maybe on the island that's out in the lake covered in crystals, since you heard it around from the water rather than down the line of crystals in the tunnel. And that island is the place that Quora or Shendiel had told you her father and sister were killed.
To make sure I understand, it's this crystal island to our southeast that I heard this coming from?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct, yeah.
Well, do I get any questions from that, or do I need to be in combat to get stuff? I'm completely okay with that. Just identifying it's fine. Okay. Do I know anything cool about it beyond just flightless avian bird?
I'll tell you that they're usually solitary creatures. They're predators, and their warbling is known to be quite hypnotic in some sort of way. So there is a very strong distracting element, is what I'll tell you, that you have to be careful of when encountering this creature.
It is distracting that they sound exactly like turkeys.
Turkeys gobble. This thing warbles.
Perhaps we should move through the crystals, and then we can just make a little hop across to the island. This is all I can think of, unless you want to swim.
I could try and stealth over and see if I can find the lens rather quickly, but I only have a minute of the water walk.
Would you rather fly?
I don't know.
Okay, I will give you a few moments to decide. This bird is flightless, so you should be able to escape if you can fly.
Does anyone have a way to silence this creature? If you say that it's warbling, could affect us?
Unfortunately, I do not.
I do not either, but if we go to town, we might be able to find a wand of silence or something of the like. I could also use a cantrip bone, he says, weighing the pack pretty heavily. Perhaps a ghost sound to try and drive them off.
Maybe use that.
Perhaps. I do believe we are overthinking this a little bit. If we believe the crystal is there, we need to go there.
Presumably, if we hit it hard enough, it will stop warbling pretty quickly.
Yes, it seems Nirkaj here has the right idea of it, I believe.
Did you not say it was nesting? Is it fair or just to kill a mother near their nest just because they have what we require?
I suppose it maybe not, but it depends if you approach this from a utilitarian perspective or all life has value. In which case, is it okay to eat sausage rolls?
On the other hand, who wants omelets?
Where do we draw the line, Ruff? I do not believe it to be sentient, if that makes any difference to you.
Just pondering the question, since our mortality has been tested so recently.
I see you, Ruff, and I appreciate it. But we are here to do a task, are we not? The lives of the town are at stake.
They are. We are. Yeah, I mean, Ruff could just take the dust of disappearance, pop that on himself, and try and quietly fly over and get the lens.
I actually really like that idea. It kind of like, we get the lens and we don't have to kill this thing. Like, I'm down to back up, a few hundred feet, cast fly on you, and just let you go over there.
I will also give you, Beryl, that this thing is of beast quality, not animal. So it's has a negative to its intelligence modifier, but also it's it's more intelligent than most. It is a very capable.
So it's like a -3 instead of a -4.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Which the defining line is that they are technically capable of at least understanding languages, if not speaking them.
So
Oh,
So it's that level.
where
of
does a
intelligence. Yeah.
dog fall on that then?
Good question. I think because again, they sometimes can understand but not speak. So a dog might be at that point where they understand language and commands but can't respond in kind. I don't know if there's any dog stat blocks in 2E, but
Yeah, I mean, I'm completely down to just back up, 100 feet, cast fly on Ruff so it's not, in range to hear me casting the spell, and then just let him fly over. He gets within, 100 feet, dust of disappearance, and then swoop on over and see what happens.
can confirm dogs are a -4. They are animals.
Bullshit.
Might I suggest that if we're going to do this plan, take a little piece of this mushroom stem from down here. You might notice it's a little squishy. And you just squish that down and put it right in your ear. And then let it go. And it'll fill up your ear canal. And act as kind of a plug. It may help against the warbling. I learned that one time.
That is a very
Meanwhile,
good
Harold's
concept.
accidentally picked up Inoki as the example. Just like squeezing him.
would that do anything mechanically for us, Freeman, if we tried to fashion earplugs out of fungus?
I think that we would still do it anyways, just because take every advantage you can get, and then we let Freeman decide,
Honestly, I
Yeah,
think it's
that's
quite clever. So what I would give you is an effective permanent
Circumstance.
or circumstance bonus to akin to averting your gaze, but it's just like as long as you keep your ears plugged. But also, if you try to use any of your own auditory effects, you're going to have a penalty.
I think that affects spell casting, so I probably won't.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, if you're casting a spell, does it have the auditory trait? That's the important trait we have to look at, or does the effect does the effect of the spell have a particular spell have the auditory trait? So auditory being, it needs to be heard.
Oh, I don't know, because you have to speak the words, so...
That's a linguistic trait.
Okay, then, yeah, maybe it doesn't affect you anymore in 2E.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I guess you could look at that silence spell as a possible example, but that's like negating all sound as opposed to mitigating some sound. So
I think we're
I think I'm happy with allowing spellcasting without any penalties.
okay.
Silence also prevents the target from casting spells due to the magical words involved in casting, with the exception of subtle spell.
Because subtle spells usually.
I think a -2 to spells would be applicable.
Yeah.
So that would give Ruff a -2 to all of his casting, which.
Well, that's the silence spell though. That's like absolute silence.
Oh no. Avert Gaze is a +2, so it would be a -2 against his spells if we were to go inverse. Or unless you're knocking it down to a 1.
No, I would go. Yeah, I would go -2. Yeah.
Okay. Ruff will plug his ears and see what happens. One action to pull them out, I guess, feels fair.
Are we doing the flying, or are we
Yep.
just gonna go across as a team? That's what we need to decide right now.
Let's try the flying first.
Okay.
Okay, no.
Yeah, I'm with it.
Okay, so Beryl casts Fly on Ruff. Ruff floats back over to kind of where we are currently.
Mm-hmm.
Throws the Dust of Disappearance on himself.
Nice. Does it have limited uses? One-time use?
The dust?
Yeah.
It's I think
Consumable.
It's a consumable. It's gone from my thing now.
Okay.
4th rank.
Harold, while James is taking care of that, Harold would like to sneak down as cautiously to not touch any of these outcroppings to the most southern point of the large pillar across from the island, in the hopes that if he needs to, he can create a diversion by hitting one of the crystals on the beach to
Okay.
turn the attention.
Yeah. I dig it. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be a fairly hefty stealth check DC to get down there without silence. Not impossible, but
Yeah.
harder
So
than most.
he will take the avoid notice action. He's got a pretty good stealth and he's flying, so he's got a full minute, so he's gonna float as quickly as I guess he possibly can.
Okay.
There's one movement.
Harold, roll me a stealth check.
I'm going to hero point that. That was a 19. That was an 18. Because I don't want to fail this now. I'm going to another hero point. Or
No,
can
you
I?
Can't.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Now, can I? Hold on.
Yeah.
I want to make
Yeah.
a real quick.
Hold the phone, everyone.
What about
2005.
acrobatics
What do we got?
to be sneaking between these things as opposed to a stealth?
Are you trying to Catherine Zeta-Jones this in entrapment?
You goddamn right. You should see my booty under those lasers.
Any of the Charlie's Angels movies.
Harold's watching closely. He's so spry for an
Okay.
old
Yeah.
man.
You know what? I'll allow it.
25.
He's rolling a third time. Oh, now that I've allowed it, I see how it is.
That's right.
That's how you get around that single hero point rule.
Yeah. Seeing as how your I didn't actually approve a third roll and your bonus is the same. I'm gonna go ahead and say your 18 still stands, my friend.
Ripperoonies.
You absolutely start bumping some of these crystals along the way, and there's this thrum. You bumped it a little too hard. The thrum gets louder and louder and kind of ricochets through in chain reactions as Ruff floats out invisibly over the lake.
Yeah, gosh, can you remind me why we made the Ruff invisible and gave him the power to fly, only for Harold to walk through the crystals and make a bunch of noise? I don't remember that part.
It's good to practice your invisibility skills.
Oh, I see. So he is serving as the distraction. Oh, that is a master technician at work.
I love little sidebars like that. And,
Harold just
Ruff-
yells back, "There's no need to be a dick, Barrel."
That's the
Ruff,
18
roll me a
stealth.
perception check as you float out over the island.
25.
You see, as a reaction to the sounds, you see some movement amongst the very densely populated island filled with crystals and mushrooms. And you see a bird that looks a little bit like this.
Oh,
Ooh,
demon ostrich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
General emu looking thing. With
A
the
demu,
but it's
proper
like
long beak.
Goth.
it's like all gray. It's a darklands large flightless bird. It doesn't need any colors. It lives in the dark generally. And you can see that there are a few eggs as well nested along this island.
So, are they white eggs? Or are they like a weird color? Because this bird's a weird color.
They are, as far as this map is showing, they're purple.
Ooh.
Okay.
Um,
Ruff will float another 15 feet.
Okay. Roll me a perception check.
33.
33. And you can see that this bird has started, you could hear the warbling get a bit louder, and it's responding to this drum, but its attention seems to be drawn to the western side of the island.
I guess he'll go 15 feet in this direction.
Okay, roll me a perception check.
19.
You see nothing out of the ordinary. The Carthage is focused and like kind of like standing, like turning its head around, looking about, but generally focusing on that western side.
Okay. Another 15 feet. For the listeners, Ruff is going the long way around the island because the goth emu has taken point at the side closest to land.
Yeah, which is where Harold has accidentally caused a fortuitous distraction. You know the routine?
30.
30. Roll me an Abomination Vaults lore.
Ooh.
21. Hero point. Sounds like you're telling me hero point.
I didn't say nothing.
30.
Perfect. You are scanning the shoreline of this island for any evidence of a lens. There is this green glow everywhere, but you have no reason to think that it would blend in with the green glow because you have the emerald crystal, or the emerald lens. You're looking for something else. Perhaps this green glow will change the color of what you're looking for, but at least it should stand out. And as you're really looking closely for this lens, you spot something amiss that's quite minuscule, quite odd. And there is this overwhelming sense via being the Shaika that what you have just spotted is not related to the history of the Abomination Vaults, but rather something much closer to the present of the Abomination Vaults. Because what you see along the edge of this island is a small gathering of dead leeches, cockroaches, and spiders. As if they had congregated on one small spot of the island and were left behind to die.
Panic strikes across Ruff's face, and I think fear just reaches deep down and grasps his heart. Alone, floating here in the middle of nowhere with what one can only assume are the remains of the Drow Volok Azenray. Shit. His first reaction is to just let off an ignition or something like that, but that seems like a real shit idea. So instead of succumbing to his first instinct, he's just going to try and float another 15 feet casually past it.
And just like... just do it.
Just holding his breath.
Could I clarify something?
Mm-hmm.
In the story that we heard, wasn't the lens in the lake?
So the story you heard was that it was lost on this island. The intro exposition to this chapter implied that it was dropped into the water. But this was also years ago.
And also,
So there's a little meta in there.
our character wouldn't know that.
Yeah.
That's the PCs. Got it.
It's obviously in the nest. It's a shiny and it's a bird. Like, we know where it is, but got to do our due diligence.
well,
Or that's James's assumption. Of
yeah,
where it is.
those dead critters on the beach make me think that Volek went for a bug swim.
Anyone else have something to add to that? Because I want to know what everyone's thinking about what I've revealed here before I give any more, if I give any more.
I definitely agree with James that this thing has probably landed in the nest just because birds and shiny things. The only thing that could have happened is Volek just already grabbed the thing and ran off, or Volek dead, but that feels less likely.
Dunk?
I was originally going to say we weren't going to find the lens on the island. Maybe something to do with the lattice. Maybe it was building a nest out of lattice parts. The Volek thing kind of has me scratching my chin a bit.
Okay,
We
here's
also
what
don't know for sure it's Volek. That's just Ruff and Mai's assumption.
I'll give you this because you're obviously I've given you something to suspect Volek. That's very clear. The area in which the little tiny vermin were dead on the island is not a space in which a whole person would have occupied, as if to say Volek did not stand on the island if it was Volek, but rather something closer to the size of a hand reaching. I don't know how much that helps, but
So was he like leaving piles of that shit behind everywhere he went?
you haven't seen any evidence of it.
Okay.
And it doesn't really fit with what we know about the yellow lens being, its whole thing being lethargy and fatigue.
But that's if you invest it.
Oh,
Bug swim, bug swim, bug swim.
Which I think you would have figured out by now. If first when you got the crimson lens, you really had like this anxiety of even having it touching your person. But it's really like it affects you when you invest it because it gives you power, but then it has a power over your emotions as well. Each one of these lenses.
he's just gonna keep floating around the island and wait until he's back with his compatriots before making a decision on these dead vespids and arachnids. You said they were deceased, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So he's just gonna keep floating around and see what happens.
I guess what I will say also that you it's even though no one was here for the other two encounters with the two encounters with Volek, but you know it. I guess it feels like it should be without saying that when you know Volek was hit or like threw some of his person at you, like those things would have died on the ground. They would have been left behind, you know, in some capacity. So there was traces of that when combating him for sure.
Right. So there's something on the island that he wanted. He probably got his hand pecked and took a runner. Because we do know that he's a giant wuss.
True. Can I hop in here? Did Ruff try to identify magic going around the island?
That would be casting a spell, and that gets real loud.
Mm-hmm.
Copy that.
So that's specifically why he didn't. That was the dilemma I was having when he was at the top of the island. Is shit, I can't detect magic while I'm up here trying to be stealth.
What about on the way back away? Like you're still invisible. It would make a noise, but you're above the island, above this creature, and moving away.
Yeah, he'll get there. He just wants to do a visual sweep of the island first. So that's this 15 feet, and then another 15 feet, and then he'll do a detect magic if that's what it comes down to.
Okay.
It's a 31 from here. We're on the south side of the island now.
And you have a 30-foot range on that?
This is just a perception.
Oh, perception, sorry. Yeah, you don't see anything extra.
Okay, he'll do the last 15 feet.
The warbling of this creature starts to As it sees nothing, no evidence of danger, it starts to warble, like not in unison, but you maybe catch a couple notes that are like harmonious with the thrum.
Okay, so he'll move the last 15 feet, and then it's 24 perception, and if that doesn't get anything, he'll float 5 feet back and then let off the detect magic.
Okay. Roll me a nature check, Barrel.
Okie dokie.
Just for funsies.
I love funsies.
I love
But
funsies.
I'm going to roll
rolls.
another 4. Oh, I didn't this time. It's 31.
Yeah, you can hear this happening. You hear the warbling going on, and it strikes you that this is an uncommon place for a Cthulhu to nest, because normally they exist in the dark. But you hear that harmonious warbling, and you think, wow, this thing has found something in nature that is uncommon, and it has attached itself to it because of something that is not necessarily part of its ecology, but it's made almost like made an exception to what it would normally do, because it must experience
It likes the acoustics.
Yeah, it must experience some sort of odd comfort or enjoyment in the environment
Okay.
and the crystals.
Neat. That was fun.
And Ruff, you detect no magic. And as you belt out this spell, the Cthulhu just like stops its warbling and like turns its head around and starts looking. It's got the big eyes on each side. And it's turning its head and trying to like focus in and look for something that made the sound. And there's this resonance like that starts to boom and becomes borderline cacophonous. But the crystals only have so much resonant noise they can make. And there is a big sort of like slow thrumming echo across the massive space that is the hunting grounds.
And then he will slowly float back to the island, because we're hitting around that 1 minute mark, I think, at this point.
And by the island, you mean the shore.
The shore, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. Good call. And it's Ruff versus the Cthulhu.
Yeah, what is the shore if not a bigger island?
Appreciate it.
That's good. That's good. You can have your point for that.
Then Ruff, moving at half speed, will stealth back to his allies and inform them of yonder bugs.
I will say you feel like you have an opening to just kind of get through that tunnel as the thrum is all over the place.
Okay, then he just books.
Yeah.
Just full little Shuni Speedy Gonzalez through there.
Little
And
pitter-patter.
Harold follows.
Just like Glash.
Glad to do it with style.
R.I.P. Glash. Probably dead in the dark.
Hey,
Ones.
what the
Wow.
fuck?
You don't know that.
Fan favorite Glash just
I-
killed
I-
off screen.
I do know what happened to Glash, actually.
Freeman just loves killing favorite characters off screen.
It's
Or
part of
on
my
screen.
shtick. It's
Perhaps, Ruff, can you fill us in what all you saw?
I did not see too much going around the shore, but on the farthest side from where we are now, I saw something that chilled my blood and stood my fur upon its ends. A small gathering of vespids and arachnids deceased, about the size of a humanoid hand, perhaps lifting themselves onto the island, or procuring something from the island's edge. There is no further trail that I could see, but this appears to be the calling card of the Volok Azenray.
Oh, I think you mentioned him. He was the one that killed Physic.
And Gilda.
So
I think I have a portrait around here somewhere. And he pulls out the portrait of Volok. But he looks more like worms and roaches and spiders and the night crawlers than this now.
so a very dangerous entity. I do not know if you maintain a singular identity once you become a swarm.
They spoke.
I will allow, just in the conversation, I will allow a recall knowledge check occultism if you want on what
Sure.
Volok is.
23.
No.
I didn't think so.
I would like to roll esoteric lore on that as a creature
Classic.
for 31.
Don't we have a copy of The Worm That Walks? Didn't we give it to Morlibin?
You had a book of some kind. It was What the Worm Knows, I think it was called.
31. 31.
No. Sorry.
It's just rude. I feel like you made that up.
You're literally one off. Unspecified lore is a 32.
Someone aid me by rubbing my temples.
Someone quick, see if you can do an Aiden. Like, get on there. Get in there.
I don't have.
By
You can roll
rubbing
anything,
my
to aid, right?
temples.
I got a 28 terrain lore. Does
Son of a
Sell
bitch,
me
you
on
did
how
it.
terrain lore helps. You're gonna sell me.
That's where bugs come from.
yeah, seeing that pattern of hearing the pattern of bugs on the shore described. Just so well, there's only one way that the land could react to a pattern of bugs like that, and that's this way that he learned about when he was taking lessons on the shoreline from a wise fisherman.
Classic bug pattern.
I'm sorry, Doc. I barely heard what you said. It's killing me. James can have a hero point for that joke.
Thanks.
That might be the episode title. Where bugs come from. That's killing me. All right, I'll give it to y'all just for the sake of it. Volok is what's called a worm that walks. I think we maybe already kind of knew that somewhere along the line, whether meta or in character.
We did, yeah. Tulak figured that out.
Volok underwent a extreme ritual to extend his life in order to maintain his servitude. That's a bit of meta knowledge, but a worm that walks, yeah, it's a really crazy ritual, and you can effectively, live quote unquote forever as a worm that walks. But you become a swarm. He is an aberration. He is a swarm in humanoid form. Whatever stories were told by Tulak and been passed down, you should remember exactly what he accomplished across the two fights.
Yeah.
it
Tulak
is-
did an occultism check for Volok's true name
Nice.
and revealed that it was a worm that walks in episode 40.
Nice. Okay. Wow. Long time ago. Shit. And he's a unique creature, so it's like really high DC for his level. But you also know he's increased in power. So here's what I'll give you extra is that he started as there is a variant. A worm that walks is obviously usually made of worms. He starts as a variant in which he's a leech worm that walks. He's made from leeches. The second time you fought him, he was leeches and cockroaches, I believe. There's another variant of cockroaches. I kind of custom made him and I've increased his power by making him a combo of two variants, which have like upsides and downsides. And in this case, you have seen on the shore, there are leeches, cockroaches, and spiders.
Spitters?
And I will give a hero point to anyone who can remember where else in the adventure I mentioned through a character of some kind that said leeches, cockroaches, spiders, and worms.
Oh, god damn it.
Your mother.
Was it Morlibent in the library after the Grave Knight?
No.
That was my
Much
clue answer
longer
for the
ago.
week.
Much
Was it
longer ago.
one of the songs that they played at Battle of the Bands?
Nope. Before that. No.
Oh,
Yeah, before that.
that was a long time ago.
Yep.
Shadow Malice was the band, though.
Shadow Mount.
Fishing.
You're not
Fishing
getting
real
another
hard.
hero point on that.
I'm full anyways. But that was actually I've been trying to think of that for like 4 or 5 minutes now.
Scott or Cam, take a guess.
I got nothing.
So,
It
this
was-
it was before Cam joined. So
The pit fighter that we fought in the sauna. Like
no, it was before that.
Eastern Promises.
No. It was what Belcora called you when she appeared above the altar that you put all the icons on, and she grabbed Otari Elvashi and dragged his spirit down. She called you leeches, cockroaches, spiders, and worms. Vermin.
I take point form notes.
This is your behind the scenes reveal from a long time ago, and how much I've planned ahead, more or less, for Volek.
A scurrying
And
of the
drop some
critters.
Anyway, enough behind the scenes. What do y'all do? What's the plan?
I think we just swim across at this point, right? Or no? Go ahead. Sorry, James.
I wonder if to track Volek, because I did not detect any magic on my return, which tells me that I do not think the lens is in the area anymore. We know very little about the lens other than that it promotes lethargy or lack of motivation and movement, but that could just be the attunement process or investiture. So with no magic, I wonder if we need to go to the island to follow this trail of dead critters, but I am hesitant to attack such a loud bird head on.
On what side of the island did you see these dead creatures?
The farthest side from where we are standing now.
Did you happen to be able to detect magic on that side in the water, or were you just detecting on the island?
I got the whole thing.
Just as Scott, I was meaning like the water over here.
Oh, no, Harold, I was not able to get that far out. I decided it would be safer to do it closer to the shore in case I needed to make a hasty retreat from Big Bird.
Yeah, I understand.
I can run back out there very quickly and try it again, but I will be completely exposed.
As the poet Victor Vaughn once said, I'll see you in the streets and double team you with the emu. So, it could be tough out there. Any fan of the rapper MF Doom may or may not understand that. Shout out.
I don't listen to rap.
Well, if you want to hit the crystals again, perhaps that would create enough of a distraction. But if you were to do it from in the hallway, then perhaps Beryl could create a defensive wall if the creature is summoned.
I can do this.
Or we could draw it into the tiny crevasse over there and I guess just hit it from both sides. I could just teleport to the other side. But I think if you were to draw it out or at least gather its attention, I could make a sprint to the other side of the island. Yell my detect magics and run back rather quickly. Mechanically, I would need 2 turns because detect magic is a 2-action spell.
How much fly do you have left?
I'm assuming none based on
1 minute.
Yeah.
It's a 5-minute spell.
Oh, it's 5-minute spell. I mean,
I
yeah,
just
it's
assumed
gone.
it was done.
Yeah.
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 And the invisibility's popped off.
So
as
wait,
well.
is the plan now to try and kill this creature? Is that what's
My
happening? right now?
plan is to get Harold in here hitting the crystals to try and draw the bird over here.
Mm-hmm.
Ruff will then do a blitz play over here using Water Walk, throw up a detect magic, and do a blitz back.
Oh, you want to detect magic in the water. Okay, gotcha.
Or that's what I mean. I think that's what's happening.
I mean, that was just
Please,
Yeah,
please
I
tell me
missed
if
something
I'm
along
wrong.
the way, so I'm just asking. Yeah.
that Scott was curious about detecting magic over here because I thought that's where the thing was going to be, but I mean, I think at this point it's safe to assume that Volok has it. So I don't think we need to go about doing that.
Yeah, I'm happy to do it if you think it'll add something. But yeah, this is where I believe Freeman was pinging the critters.
So can you make it over to here?
That would take me 3 rounds, I think.
I mean, we can put this out to the group because this is just me, and I don't know if everyone thinks that this is worthwhile.
I want to support you in what you want to try to do, is where I will say.
At the end of the day, we're expending a cantrip and an item ability that we never use. So
Keep in mind that nearby you have a place you can just safely rest. So if you want to just expedite a plan to double check the area, blowing spell slots, and then just rest, I will allow that and give you whatever information is prevalent to that strategy. But we don't have to like
this doesn't even blow spell slots. Like it's an
yeah, but
item
fly and
and-
water walk maybe does, right? Like so, and those could be important should you find yourself in a combat. So I want to make sure we at least cover that. But like we don't have to go do a big play-by-play here and calculate how many feet you're moving. Now that you've done the proper surveillance, you're just trying to fill the rest of the gaps. So let's not dwell on it too much, but partially keep it mechanically sound.
Let's just do it. We'll take the 3 turns. We'll take the 18 seconds to do it. That expends my water walk on my robe for the day
Okay,
and a
yep.
cantrip to detect magic. Like it's
Harold creates another distraction.
Yep.
You do the run around. You're not invisible, but you're on. You're now just walking on the water at a good, safe distance. You detect magic. Where's your starting point for walking? Just like right on the edge over here.
yeah, there exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and so you do a big walk around on the water. Roll me a perception check as you are detecting magic and maintaining it.
It's a 28.
You realize that walking on the water has disturbed something beneath. Your detect magic does not pick up anything, but there is something in the water now between you and your comrades on the northwestern shore that is beelining towards you. There's a motion, there's a crest in the water.
That's why he said
Coming at you.
fly, son of a bitch.
We're out of fly.
He said water walk. What do you do?
What a run.
You in danger, my friend. You in danger.
Okay. Hear me out here.
Okay.
Okay. So can you ping it on the map again?
It's about there.
Okay. So he'll move 20 feet.
Towards it.
So my plan was to move towards it, dimensional assault onto land, and just punch Nick in the stomach.
Why?
Have you seen these abs?
Because I
you
have to make an
a
attack
strike.
at the end of my dimensional assault. I
Okay, you don't have to
finish it with a
attack.
strike.
But you don't have to attack Nick.
I have to make a melee strike against one creature within my reach. That's part of the text of Dimensional Assault. There are no enemies, so a non-lethal punch against Nick for 1 damage is the best I can do in order to get the Dimensional Assault off. I have to but it's too close to me, so I can't even get the Dimensional Assault off. I'd have to go past it to get that off.
no.
It's only-
Yeah, that's what they'll say.
Yeah. So he's just gonna book it over here.
Yes. Ruff books it to the northeast onto the quote-unquote catwalk that is inches above the water at the building carved into the stone.
Dog walk
So I guess
now.
it's a dog walk. Yeah.
And as you book it, you see this the water crests up and you see something partially come out of, kind of break the surface of the water. And it is a very obvious sort of partially barbed or hooked fin that looks a lot like the weird catfish head of the undead creature you killed, but much bigger.
The master.
Oh no.
But you get onto the shore, as it were, and this thing kind of dips back under. And you get the feeling of this, whatever that was, if there's only the one, was very ready as soon as the water was disturbed.
Okay. If nobody has any other ideas to get me back, he will pull out his crossbow, a bolt, tie his 50-foot of rope to it, and just shoot it straight across.
Amazing.
Smart.
If possible, he'll tie that off and just do the acrobatic climb checks to get there. Just underhand below the rope, just pulling himself across the river.
Oh, just be like a moving sausage roll to that catfish.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, nothing that's happening is good, but I've accidentally split the party, so this is the best I've got.
You don't even want to look at that door while you're over there?
Nope, I'm good. I miss you already.
Okay, I will go. I rolled for myself, and it didn't go in my favor again. So I will say there is some sort of moor to tie off on, although it's not very high up. So there is an obvious decline from your friends to you in the rope, but
You can slide over if you'd prefer, but I would like us all to be together again very quickly. There is something in the water, and I don't want to yell any louder because of the bird.
Oh, it's terrifying.
So, am I going back to you guys, or are you guys coming over to me?
I mean, we have to go over there, so we might as well come to you. Like, I don't see a reason to.
Agree.
that being said, a crossbow bolt into a wall of stone doesn't seem very secure to me.
Yeah.
So you might need to find I don't know the solution to that one, but like I don't think it's gonna hold everyone's weight.
Yeah, I think that we just have to get across.
Inside robes. I miss them.
I missed the inside ropes.
But
they were the best when they were on the outside.
like, I can leap 30 feet and then just swim the rest.
Anybody with a repair kit has a hammer. So you can hammer it in further.
I miss Prescient Planner as well.
Yep. Lump had a lot of good stuff.
Wait, does Harold have Prescient Planner? No.
Yeah.
Do you?
Wait, hold on. Hold on.
You do.
I do.
You do.
I do.
Yep.
I do.
Nice.
Yes.
Never
so I knew
used
you
it
took the same
before.
archetype. You take 1 minute to remove from your backpack a contingency that you didn't actually plan for as a player ahead of time.
Hammer and a piton.
You get yourself a climbing kit of some kind. Why
Done.
not? Love it. Hero point to me for knowing your feats.
Shut up.
All right, we'll allow that then. Okay, everyone, roll me a courtesy athletics check to get across.
Don't forget about follow the leader if somebody's an expert.
Follow the expert, they call it.
It's just rude.
Is anyone an expert?
If you want to be pedantic.
I love being a pedant.
If Nick's not, then no.
No, Nick's trained, but
Okay. Rolled an 11 for a 24.
Okay.
20. Ooh, that was rough.
No, James is rough.
24.
Taking that hero point away.
Nice. Got him.
I'll allow it. You all make it across gingerly, delicately, but not without some terrifying, stomach and throat moments of like these fins sticking out of the water. You quickly learn that there is definitely more than one. But you all make it across because it's a nice, fun, clever way to do it. Congratulations.
Woo. Good job, me.
All right,
Not knowing my character.
pulling the rope from my... Yeah, nailed it.
Good job indeed.
-1 bolts, and the rope is gone from my inventory. Okay.
Love it. You are along this little walkway on the edge of this building, carved into the stone wall, and there is a single door next to, not far away from the one of the natural stone pillars that goes from lake bed to ceiling. What do you do?
To take a listen at it.
You take a listen. Roll me a perception.
27.
You hear nothing.
Anyone want to detect some magic? Or no, I guess that's going to make some noise.
I mean, Ruff's been yelling across the shoreline. So, yeah, he'll
Whisper
detect
yelling.
magic.
31
You detect
perception. Yeah.
Stage yelling.
You hear nothing. Ralph, you detect magic.
There is magic back there.
You detect magic. How accurate is your magic? You detect magic? Is it within a 5 foot
It's
square?
not. It's from a feet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mine
it's
is
not- it's not,
mine is precise. So
Yeah.
Yours is precise, so within 5 foot square? Yeah, it's on the door.
I do believe
On the door.
there is a form of magic on the door. Is there anything to identify what it is? Arcana, nature?
You don't see anything physically or visually. So
Is this the armory?
roll me if you're going to investigate the door, you can roll me a perception check. But also tell me what your proficiency is.
I got a 31 and I'm an expert.
You don't detect anything.
Okay.
You don't see anything.
35, and I'm a master.
Shitballs.
If it's on the door, let's just use the knocker. Make a new door.
No, hold on. I think I see something.
You know, you do see something. There is as you investigate, and as the only one who was quite proficient in thievery as well, there is a hard to reach rune placed inside of the lock's tumbler. You can roll me a thievery check if you're master to try and disarm it, or you could go a different route.
Well, this might blow up in my face, but I don't want to accidentally forget my door knocker behind. And he's going to try to disarm it with a thievery check. He's going to hero point that. That was a 2 on the die for a 20. 34.
Ooh, baby.
Smooth skin.
DC 32.
Hell yeah.
This would have blasted you in the face and off this walkway and into the water.
Oh, fuck.
But you managed to kind of like cleverly scratch that rune away so that it is no longer effective. And you open the door. The door opens to a room thick with dust, save for a strange trail. Not quite footprints, but like a sloughing trail that leads across the room to a single door on the other side, a bit south and east. There is an unlit lantern to the north, another door straight across from you, and another door to the north. That's all I'm going to give you until you step in.
Do the footprints look like they were made of bugs who had just gone for a swim?
You don't see any bugs. But it does look like there was a sort of dragging motion.
Nick steps in.
Nick steps in, and the first thing that catches your eye is to the south, there is this sort of, not altar, I guess dais. And upon the dais is this large clay sculpture that looks just like Belcora. And as you step in,
Oh no. Oh no. We've played this game before.
the sculpture's head just turns to you from staring front ways, just staring dead ahead, turns straight to you, Nick, and starts to like, and just like all the joints start to creak and like not moan, but like kind of like make these like weird noises, and it starts to move probably for the first time in centuries. And not only that, roll me a perception check.
No. You know what? Okay. Natural 1. I'm going to hero point that.
Nick covers his
Oh
eyes.
no.
25.
You know what? Don't hero point it. Take your hero point back.
Okay.
Nick is so... I'm going to give it to you meta instead. Nick is so like, oh shit, that thing just started moving and we're in a tight spot. He doesn't notice that out of the seams of the door to the southeast, that bugs start to pour through the tiny little cracks. Stemming the Tide is an actual play podcast of the Adventure Path Abomination Vaults and is produced by the Uncharted North Network. Stemming the Tide uses trademarks and/or copyrights owned by Paizo Inc., used under Paizo's community use policy. We are expressly prohibited from charging you to use or access this content. Stemming the Tide is not published, endorsed, or specifically approved by Paizo. For more information about Paizo Inc. and Paizo products, visit paizo.com. Music is composed by Will Savino and artwork by Greyhood. Stemming the Tide is recorded remotely using Foundry Virtual Tabletop. If you wish to connect with us or support this project and projects to come, we can be found at unchartednorth.ca, patreon.com/unchartednorth, and on all major social media platforms. Links to all credits can be found in the episode description and our website. Thanks for tuning in.